Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to Harold. Harold just woke up. Oh, well, I just woke Harold up. Actually, you shouldn't wake up hamsters the way that I do, although they do adapt to your schedule. Hamsters do sleep about 20 hours a day, up to 20 hours a day. Not all the time, of course, but they can, so it's not anything to be worried about. So, really, they do need to sleep just like we need to sleep. But they do adapt to your schedule, so they're used to being woke up periodically like this, and then he'll be able to sleep the rest of the day. He's old, going bald. They lose so much fur as they age, but he's a good little guy. He's a good Harold. My hands are very shaky this morning. I did not eat much at all yesterday because I just felt horrible. Here we go, little Harold. You can just go down there. Thank you so much. Ta-da. You're a good little guy. They're good little guys. Now, I just did not do well yesterday. After my videos were done, I spent most of the day just collapsed in my chair up here. Largely, sometime in a daze, sometimes just flat out sleeping. And I just stayed up here most of the day. It was not good. I did not do well. Toward the end of the night, my housemate did ply me with didn't ply me, but he called me up and said, would you like to come down on Messenger? It's easier for him that way to type in on the phone and then the Facebook Messenger comes up. So I went downstairs and I got some Reclaim, which, you know, it's better than nothing, and he's got some mighty good Reclaim right now. And that did the job. I slept for 6 hours last night. That was really, really good. I mean, I felt like hell when I woke up physically. Nice that I got to sleep, but the more pain you're in, the less restful sleep you have. And restful sleep is what's important. That's what heals you. That's what does good. And if you're hurting or you're you're drunk or whatever, I mean, I'm not drunk, that's just an example. You can't get restful sleep, and so if you don't get restful sleep, you don't heal. And when I'm hurting a lot like that, it's not restful sleep. My camera is just lagging. Oh boy. Hopefully this is going to turn out to be an okay thing. And I keep overpowering the color filter too. There, can you see that? And then I come here and then I come back. I don't know if it shows up on your side, but on my side I can see the color filter just being overwhelmed and changing right at there too. Blink! And then blink. Oh well. What was I talking about before I got distracted by that? This is the problem with fibromyalgia, and I was diagnosed with fibro a good 10 years ago, and even before that, my wife figured from the state I was at before I was diagnosed, I must have been suffering from at least the mid-90s. So right now, my fibro fog is awful at the best of times. So I try to leave conversational breadcrumbs so I can find my way back if I go off on tangents. I didn't leave any breadcrumbs down there. I have no idea what I was talking about. Was it about hamsters? I know I was talking about Harold and the hamsters. Well, I'm very sorry. Thank you for being here with my processing time. This is what my vlog is, processing, bubble sorting all the random stuff in my head so that I can process through the day better. If I'm doing good physically, then that will help me through the rest of my day like it did yesterday. Well, it didn't help yesterday because there was like, I don't know if I had a 24-hour bug or what, but you know, just didn't do well yesterday. But normally it helps me process, and that keeps me ordered and working for the day. So, I mean, unless I process, every day is like yesterday. Even if I'm at peak physical working well, I'm just lost. So, thank you for being here during my processing time, no matter if my processing time is me just confused or talking about specific things. Now, there were some specific things that I wanted to show you because I really, really like this series, the Dragon Warrior series. I have played through emulation Dragon Warriors 1 through 4, and then 5 and 6. Well, this is 8, so I don't even know what 7 was, but oh no, Dragon Warrior 7 was for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, I've got that one too, actually. And then my wife bought me this one, we saw the advertisements on TV a lot, and I went, oh, I like that, and I really want that. And then she actually bought it for me, so I've still got it in the beat up and smashed cardboard case. So I think that's cool. That was very nice of her. We played it a lot, and I say we, and then she would watch a lot while I played and give me tips, pointers. In fact, we made it through Silent Hill 1 and 2 together. She hated horror stuff. It kept her up at night. But the Silent Hill video game series didn't scare her. And the movie, I think she saw the movie too, did not scare her at all. So, I mean, I couldn't even talk about stuff like zombies or she would have nightmares. So she could still play Silent Hill and not have a bubble. Don't ask me. One of the other things that happened, and I'm very sorry because this broke this morning. We had my parents had sent us a wind chime, obsidian wind chime. And we had a terrible, terrible, terrible windstorm one year, and it just destroyed our wind chime. So my parents had actually sent us another one, and I was going to show that to you, but as you see, this one pulled off from right here. But I love wind chimes, and these especially. I mean, they're just pieces of stone. They're obsidian. But boy, they sound pretty nice. Now I've got to put this down somewhere. So that it doesn't get destroyed. Hopefully I won't step on that. One of the things that my wife never had a chance to really enjoy, and I feel horrible about this, because we have a whole bunch of stuff still in storage. I say we, but it's me now, because she had a teacup collection. Before we got married, she collected teacups, and I have box upon box of teacups wrapped in newspaper in boxes in storage. She never had a chance to put them out while we lived in the house together here in Shelton. They always were put away in boxes, so she never really had a chance to enjoy them, and I feel bad about that. So I've got all these teacups that I don't know what to do with, and she never, ever, ever, she rarely talked about these. But I have these from storage where it's she collected these porcelain dolls. And so I've got these porcelain dolls that I have, again, no idea what to do with. I mean, they were hers, and so that's, you know, I don't just want to throw them away, but I'm not going to enjoy them. And this is one of the bad things about life after you die. All your stuff that you spent months, years collecting, meticulously going over, cataloging, making sure that they were in good, wonderful shape the very moment you die. All of that stuff, if you're not lucky, if you're not like really rich or whatever, the very moment that you die, your family or friends are just gonna pitch it out, throw it away. It's either going to be instantly destroyed or just sold. I mean, I've got all these and I don't need them. I'm never going to put them out. I am very, very sad, again, that my wife never had a chance to really enjoy them, because her life was terrible. I sometimes talk about how bad my life was, and my life was not good. I mean, it's nothing special. Everybody's life is awful in its own way. I mean, but from the physical abuse, sexual abuse, and, you know, starting off, and then all my life going into the alcoholism, things wrong with my body, failures through life, and just my body failing me till at the point I'm at 54 and I'm almost bedridden. I'm trying not to be homeless. And every time I turn around, stuff like my wife dying or the situation I'm in right now, which is not good, and I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the month. But her life, I mean, I'm still alive. I'm 54, coming up on 55, and my body's in bad shape, but I'm alive. All of her life, she had Hodgkin's lymphoma as a teenager. She had grapefruit size tumors, like right here and right here on her arm, all these spots. They had to open her up for exploratory surgery to remove the football and grapefruit sized tumors in her body. No doctor listened to her mother because she was just a woman. What did she know? And so her daughter, my eventual wife, was riddled with tumors from Hodgkin's lymphoma. The radiation and chemotherapy for that just destroyed her body, destroyed her heart, destroyed her lungs. When she went in for heart surgery and they ripped her chest open and operated on her heart to replace 2 of the heart valves that had failed. After that, another one failed entirely, and the 4th one was in the process of failing. But her heart was too small for a woman her size, and it was just a mass of scar tissue. I mean, I complained about my life, but I'm alive and I can walk. Toward the last half of her life, I had to wheel her with a wheelchair to go to the bathroom. I had to help transfer her from wheelchair to toilet. I had to help her with stuff. And she had a bad life and died at 41. She spent from age like 32 to 41 dying. And periodically she would just... Not often. She was the strongest person I knew. But she would periodically just collapse in tears on me about how it was so hard. And she hated fighting. She wanted just to stop, but she didn't want to quit for me. And finally in 2014, the fight was too much, so. But life is life. I mean, I don't want to really go on about that. I mean, I had a good life with her, with what we had. I got to have Jennifer, so that was good. You know, I didn't get to keep her long, but as I told her when she would not complain, but apologize for being broken. And I said, you know, Jennifer, I will take you any way I can. I'm just glad I got to be with you at all. You're not broken, you're perfect. I am not sure I am ever going to recover from the death of my wife. Every time I come back to it, the wounds are still just as raw, so. I mean, they are healing slowly. I wouldn't have been able to talk about that stuff earlier or any of such, so I guess they are healing. It is taking time. It's just slower than I thought it would be. So, what I'm going to do now is I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab in the Creator Studio. If you have a YouTube account, you have a Creator Studio. In the Creator Studio is the community tab. In the comment section is every comment you get in chronological order, starting with the most recent and going back to, I don't know, years. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 commenters at random, just choosing at random. So I'm not reading the comments now. I'm going to read them, answer as many as I can, thumbs up everyone I do read, and I try to read them all. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm terrible at names. I'm an American. I'm better at names than I thought I was. I've done a hell of a lot better than I ever thought I would, but what can I say? If you'd like a shout out, just ask for it in the comments and I will do my very best to get it if I catch it. So that's a definite thumbs up on that. Let's see. Oh yes, because I'm not reading the comments now, whether you're leaving me a good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment, saying you're a terrible old person and should burn in hell, saying thank you so much for doing these wonderful things, or you're a YouTuber, this is a video. These are all equal in my eyes. Thank you so very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, and that is a beautiful thing. Trust me, it is not a good mental landscape behind these eyes. So I did not catch any shout outs. So first off, Business Logistics, thank you so very, very much. And Chase C, thank you. Mateus Balcher, thank you very, very much. And Radical Gaming, thank you. Twitchy the Tunnel Rat, thank you so very much. Good name. I like you guys' names a lot. Baloney Burleson, thank you. And Fernando Valdez, thank you very, very much. Kyle Byram, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Karam Maydu, I am very sorry, but I hope I was close. Thank you very, very much. And Elector, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Rubab Power. Pretty cool. Thank you. X Ashford X, thank you very, very much. Attractive Cucumber. I like that name. And Gurun Logan, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Tobias W, greatly appreciated. That one guy at the church, thank you very, very much. Dead Dedaro, thank you very much. And Mama Chell, thank you, greatly appreciated. Evan McFleggan, thank you very, very much. And I'm glad you're here during my processing time. And then we have Replay Sober, I guess that's the name, or Sobre. Thank you very, very much. Michael Torres, thank you, greatly appreciated. Ice Demon, thank you, greatly apprecited. And Offman Teok, thank you very, very much. And then we have Chris Jericho, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Wally, thank you very, very much, every single one of you. It is greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, as stated. It is a very good thing. Well, I am going to call up, I hope, my greetings so I can greet people in their home languages, which is something I just like to do. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, just drop it down in the comment section, and if I catch it, I will add it on there. Just the only thing I ask is make sure it's not already on the list. I have had many, many people add their their greeting to the list that are already on the list. So, but just drop it in the comments, that'd be cool. Bon dia, dia dit, dia guet, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, bună dimineața, Ohio, Labrīt, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terahomikos, yoragel, burabaivi, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, boker tov, dzień dobry, labdien, dobre utro, seba alker, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, gunaiden, and of course, not yet figured out in phonetically, Indonesian, selamat pagi. I hope I'm close. And of course, go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. Doesn't have to be crack cocaine. Doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. No, the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Definitely a thumbs up. Actually, that was an American phrase back in the 1800s. It moved over to Ireland for whatever reason. And then for like the past 100 years, they've been saying it only over in Ireland. Past couple decades, it's been slowly moving back to the United States, mostly in the Midwest, which is west. You know, the way they have the maps of the U.S. now, they call this the East, this the Midwest, and this is the West. It's like, good Christ. This is the East, this is the Midwest, this is the West. So they call it Midwest, it's the East. But it's slowly traveling back into the U.S., so thumbs up on that. Well, if you could check my links down below, that would be greatly appreciated. I got all sorts of things from Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, my blog. The links are all down there. If you could check that out, that would be very, very cool. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe and to my Patreon.com patrons. Thank you so much. All those who have donated to my GoFundMe, thank you so much. I was able to pay for my lawyer this month. But because of that, I need to get up to zero in my checking account. I'm close to minus 350. If you could help, that would be a very, very good thing. My thanks to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons who are beautiful, awesome people. I've been able to stay here in this home this long because of you. I'm still going to have a talk with some people that may destroy everything by the end of the month, but I'm in a bad situation and it's not getting better. Thank you all so much. If you could donate or become a patron, that would be awesome. But if you do not donate or cannot donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, that's how it goes. That would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence that I get. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. Though I'd understand if you didn't want to. I'm a weird older guy. I've got odd habits. My personality has rubbed people wrong my whole life. I'd understand if you don't like the videos. I'd understand if you didn't want to, what's the word? Not react. Subscribe, that's the word. But if you do want to subscribe, I'll do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. I have a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. On my second channel, I've got 2 videos coming up, even though yesterday I only had 1. I'm very, very sorry. Yesterday was a very bad day. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very, very good thing.